the material.
Faithful, so faithful. Faithful is the Lord.
Bitcoin. That's the buzz on the air right now. You're watching us live from Noble Television. I'm your Noble presenter. So relax, sit back, and watch us live on Economic Empowerment with Dr. Sonny. Welcome, Dr. Sonny, to this.
Hi, I'm glad to be here and I'm glad to entertain, inform, and hopefully the information will be useful to the listener and also the viewers at the same time. But let me just make this point categorically clear for the sake of information. What you're going to hear today is not financial advice, it's information provision. I'm here to provide information how you can empower yourself economically. Stay tuned.
Thank you. Thank you, viewers. Welcome. And I know you've just come back from work or wherever you are. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're watching us from live from Noble Television. Dr. Sonny, I want to ask you a question about Bitcoin because today our topic is especially on Bitcoin. So I want to know, have you hearing about this cryptocurrency buzz lately and about Bitcoin? What exactly, and it's gone up to about 8,100 US dollars.
Yeah.
Tell me more about this. Let's hear the recent update about this.
Okay. Yes, viewers and listeners, Bitcoin is a big thing. Some people think it's a bubble that is going to burst. Some people think it's here to stay for a short time and go away. But never before, Bitcoin has come to stay and it's going to grow to millions and billions per coin. But let me just give you the background, the backdrop about the Bitcoin, why it was established. Some of you may have remembered what happened in 2008 where there was a banking crisis. Some people even went to the bank in order to take out their money and they couldn't get any. Yeah. And some people were struggling for days. They couldn't get any money out from a bank account. Some actually lost large sums of money in the process. So in 2009, 5 guys, 5 men and women, they put their brain together and developed what is called financial technology, a system of payment that the bank cannot control. So what that does mean is this: you and I will have full control over our money. The bank never will to control our money anymore. And let me tell you something, this is something absolutely staggering. Every single day of the week, the commercial world transacts on 5.3 trillion US dollars every single day. That's around about 60 million every second of the day. That is colossal amount of money. Now, where does that money come from? That money comes from you and from me. Where does it go? It goes through the banking system. So what does that mean then? Well, the bank is making money on us, on your money, my money. You work 9 to 5, you work very hard, 30 days later you get paid. Where does that money appear? In your bank account. The bank takes that money, trades with it, and does everything for it. But the bank gives you how much? Literally nothing. For example, for £1,000, if you leave your money in the bank for a whole year, guess how much return, ROI, the accountant will call it. The bank will pay you just £2.50 return on £1,000. But in the process, guess how much the bank earns? The bank can turn your £1,000 into £10,000, into £5,000, and they give you a paltry amount of £2.50. So the developers of Bitcoin, they then decided to develop a system that will accommodate and will enable you to pay money from A to B in any part of the world you're in, and at the fraction of the cost. And the money, once it transfers, it reaches your account almost immediately. Whereas the bank can take 2-3 days for that money to reach your own account. And if it's international transfer, it will also take a week. But I tell you something, the money reaches your recipient account almost immediately. What do the bank do with it? They throw it with it for 3-4 days before they pass it on. But with the advent of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in general, all these inefficiencies and incompetencies will be eliminated. So that's the background of Bitcoin. Now, some people say, what exactly is it? Am I going to be getting coins? Oh no. It is actually a payment system. How many of you, let me show you what is called a Bitcoin, an example of a Bitcoin. I'm just going to show you very, very quickly. It's in my pocket here, right? Oh, is it going to come out?
Yes, it's going to come.
Let's see if it's going to come out. You see, I did that just to make sure deliberately it is tight enough. And that's what happened with the bank. The bank doesn't want it to come out, but we're going to make sure it comes out right now. All right? Oh, wonderful. It eventually comes out. What I have in my hand here is MasterCard. The other one is a Visa card. Bitcoin and cryptocurrency work in the exact same way. The currency, the platform, the reason why they're called crypto, because the messages is encrypted in the chip. And that message, that encrypted information has all your detail in it. So when you go to do a transaction, they say, Madam, sir, how do you pay? You can pay by cash, you can pay by Visa card, you can pay by MasterCard, American Express. Now you can equally pay by, guess what? Cryptocurrency, by Bitcoin. So you're not actually physically receiving coins per se, you're receiving a payment platform. So the people who actually made the platform possible, they are called developers. They develop the system so that they can enable you, your payment to be transacted between the seller and the buyer through the crypto platform. But the name is simply called Bitcoin. Just if you have any question on this program, I'm going to give you my number right away. Are you ready? Take it down. +44 788 66 25549. That is +44 788 66 25549. So we'll be waiting for your call, because this show is your show. We want you to contribute. We want you to phone and ask questions about Bitcoin and how you can benefit from that $5.3 trillion daily.
Thank you very much for that information you've shared, Dr. Sonny. And now I want to ask you, how can one invest in cryptocurrency and how can you earn a passive income?
Okay. It's very, very simple. Now,
The girl call on the line.
hello? Hello?
Good evening.
Hi, caller, yes?
How are you doing?
Yeah, we're good. Your name is?
My name is Emmanuel.
Hi, Emmanuel.
How are you doing?
We're fine. Thank you, Manuel, for calling Noble Television.
Okay.
Yeah, Emmanuel, fire away your question or your contribution.
Okay, I have a question, please, because I just saw I think on Metro about Bitcoin. I think of how a guy lose. I think I remember I saw like people have invested in $4 could have been like a cover of money.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But my question now is it like a shares?
Correct.
One. Number two, the another question is it 100% sure or guaranteed that if you invest in it, you make money?
Okay.
And number three, are you are you an agent or a franchise of a Bitcoin? Because today I tried to call some agents and then I realized they were in Switzerland.
Okay.
You know, they are trying to open the account for me. Maybe I will start with $250, and later on selling me stock and then make more research. Lucky when I got home now, then I saw it. I said, let me play before let me make a call.
Okay.
Can you answer those questions?
Yes. Okay. The first one, Emmanuel, thank you for those questions. The first one, whether it's like shares. Yes. It's like trading. Yeah. If you become a trader on cryptocurrency, yes, you become a trader in cryptocurrency, just like investment banking, trading in shares or trading in forex, right?
Okay.
We provide training. I'm going to mention that training later on. I have a training workshop coming up on the 28th of November 2017 at Hilton Hotel in Holborn.
Okay.
How you can stay, Emmanuel, in the comfort of your own home, you can become a trader in cryptocurrency
Okay.
and earn phenomenal amount of money. We can help you to open your account. Today, you don't need to go to Switzerland, you don't need to go to Abuja, you don't need to go to Calcutta, you don't need to go to Auckland, you don't need New York. Right here in London, right? That's number one. So, but the fundamental difference between Bitcoin or cryptocurrency in general with shares, share only associated with one company, right?
Okay.
But cryptocurrency is a payment system where people can pay for their pizza, people can pay for their hotel, just like you use a credit card, right?
Okay.
So that's why it is much larger and bigger compared to any sort of payment system you can ever think of.
Okay.
So you can imagine now, let's say you're going to New York, right? You're an Englishman, you're going to New York. You will have in your pocket a sterling, correct?
Okay. Yeah.
To buy something in New York, what would you need to do?
I need to change the money to dollar.
You need to change your money to dollar. Okay. You're still the same Englishman, you're going to New York, right? You have your Visa card, your MasterCard in your pocket. What would you need to do?
We've got another caller that was trying to call.
Right, we just lost Emmanuel. I think we're going to regain him back because the questions that he asked are very pertinent and very relevant. Right, so once we regain Emmanuel, then we will move forward with the question that he asked. But in the main, yes, it's like share, but if you are going to New York, for example, yeah, Emmanuel,
Yep.
oh, wonderful, we have regained you back.
Okay.
So what we're trying to say, yeah, you're going to New York with cash, you have to convert it, right?
Yes, I need to convert the money here.
Okay, but if you're going with your credit card, Visa or MasterCard, what would you need to do?
I can use my credit card there.
Exactly, it's international, right?
Yeah.
So it will convert because your credit card is denominated in sterling, it will simply convert it when you receive your statement.
Yes.
Right. So credit card, Visa, MasterCard, they are global currencies, right?
Okay.
Easily convertible and you can use it for transaction.
Okay.
Cryptocurrency is in exactly the same way.
Okay.
You have 1 million of Bitcoin in your car, on your card.
Okay.
You get to New York, you say, look, I want to buy this, I want to buy that. Then they just take your MasterCard, but load it with digital currency.
Okay.
They will deduct the equivalent of your sterling denomination.
Okay.
So this is where it is different from shares.
Okay.
So it is money, but in a digital format.
Okay.
Now, what is the difference between this cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum, all the rest of them, from your Visa and MasterCard? The difference is this. Your Visa and MasterCard are controlled by the bank.
Okay.
All right?
Yes.
They set you the limit and everything else. When you process the transaction, the merchant may wait for 2-3 days before the money is credited to his account.
Yep.
But with cryptocurrency, with a split of a second, the money will reach the merchant's account.
Okay.
It is faster, it is quicker, and it is more secured.
Okay.
You cannot hack it, right? It cannot be manipulated by any banking system or any government.
Okay.
Because we, you and I, Emmanuel, and everyone on the globe, of the 8 billion people, we have full control of our cryptocurrency.
Okay.
So it is our own money. In Germany, they call it private money.
Okay.
And this is what people have been looking for, to have full ownership of our money.
Okay.
Right. The second question is it guaranteed that you get a return? Emmanuel, you remember what I said earlier? I am not a financial advisor. Yeah?
Right. Yep.
I'm a qualified accountant for 30 years standing.
Okay.
I went into the crypto market just about a year ago, and now helping people, providing people with information whereby they can explore and do their own due diligence, right? For them to make some informed decision. I am not going to sit here giving anybody guarantees, but there's one thing I'm going to say to you now. Be an accountant. Visa and MasterCard, what is the likelihood that they're going to go out of business?
Okay.
No, Manuel, don't give me a political answer. What is the likelihood that Visa and MasterCard are going to go out of business?
I don't think that. No.
Why not?
Because they've been running for a long time.
Okay, and what else?
That's it.
Huh?
That's it.
Okay, the reason above, including what you just said, the other additional information which might be subtle but very profound is this. Cryptocurrency are payment system just like Visa and MasterCard, right? A payment system where people can use it to make payment in shops and on different transactions on a daily basis is unlikely to go out of business. Do you agree?
Yeah, yes.
So that's a guarantee for you that it's here to stay, just like Visa and MasterCard. If you go to some shops right now, Emmanuel, they will say, how would you pay? So you say, you can pay by cash, you can pay by Visa, you can pay by MasterCard, American Express, you can pay by cryptocurrency. Can you see? Even in Nigeria, I think there was a statement very recently I've read on one of the quality paper that some of the estate they are building in Lekki, right? They don't request for money for payment now, they request for Bitcoin.
Really?
Yes. And the Nigerian government has actually given 5 banks, right? 5 banks to trade
Okay.
in cryptocurrency. In Switzerland, it's actually becoming a legal currency. In Dubai, UAE, it's actually a legal tender. In Iran, it's the same. Japan, yeah, every country is adopted. Even in this UK, they have actually tested and running some of the cryptocurrency which will become live from 2018.
Okay.
So cryptocurrency has come to stay. And the guarantee is, if you feel that Visa and MasterCard are not going to go out of business, then you are telling me that cryptocurrency will equally remain solidly in the marketplace.
Okay.
Your third question is, if I am an agent, well, I help people to actually open their own account on cryptocurrency. But I hope you're going to be able to stay throughout the program, because I'm going to share some fundamental insight with you, not only trading in Bitcoin, but also trading in ICOs, which is the next topic I'm going to go into in a moment.
Yeah, yes. I'm here with you.
So that you can make some phenomenal amount of money either by buying Bitcoin. just to give you an example, Bitcoin this time last month, right? I was in this studio. It was $4,500. Yeah, very close to $5,000. I was in a conference in January where some of the analysts were predicting that Bitcoin will hit $5,000 before Christmas.
Wow.
Do you know how much it is today, right now?
No.
$8,186.
Wow.
Almost £6,500
Wow.
per share of the coin,
Wow.
right? Now, people are now, this prediction, they're not saying that by 2018, second quarter, first quarter, it will hit $10,000. From all the indication, from the trend that is actually taking place, you and I now understand that it's very likely that it will hit that 10,000 even before Christmas. So it has broken all record of prediction against all odds. So this tells you, 7 years ago, you could have spent £100 to buy Bitcoin, right?
Yep.
£100 would have given you 1,000 shares of Bitcoin. Today, you would have been £8.1 million better off. With,
Yes, that's what I saw about 2 days.
right.
One of the,
That's with £100 or with $100 worth of investment, £80 would have given you 8.1 million today. So what's the point I'm actually driving at? That the future is there. And the earlier you get on board, the better. You can remember what the title of the program is all about?
Economic empowerment.
Economic empowerment. How you can empower yourself economically. What I'm doing here is to teach you how to fish. Rather than give you a piece of fish, I will only feed you for 1 day. When I teach you how to fish, you can feed yourself, the whole community, for a lifetime.
okay.
So I hope I've been able to address those your questions. Yes, it's like share, but the difference between shares and cryptocurrency, share relate to one company, and the volatility of that company, when the demand and supply for that company goes down, the share can disappear. But because cryptocurrency is a payment system, people are buying and selling on a daily basis. It is not like share in that sense,
Okay.
but it traded like shares.
Okay.
Guarantee is that Visa and MasterCard are not likely going to go out of business. So if Bitcoin is a superior payment system compared to Visa and MasterCard, so if MasterCard and Visa are doing good, you can imagine that the cryptocurrency will do gooder in quote, right? Yeah.
Okay.
So they will do better. And whether we're agent and if we can help you to open your account, yes, we can help you 100%.
Okay.
Right? By the way, I don't get paid anything by helping you to open your account. So it doesn't really bother me. But soon, I'm going to be having my own exchange. So you can bring your Bitcoin by an exchange and you can trade on it yourself.
Okay.
Then the exchange will then pay me money. All of that is all in the contract that will be sent to you. So there's all full disclosure in terms of what is actually being
Emmanuel,
done.
if you want to know more about this, you're going to call Doctor after the program.
You can
and
call
then
me after
we
the
can
program.
actually discuss more on how you can get it.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much.
Okay.
Yes.
Stay tuned, Emmanuel. Stay
Thank
tuned.
you.
I'm still watching the program.
Oh,
Yes,
wonderful.
watch the program, and then we'll be able to answer more of your questions at the end of the program.
Okay. Do you mind me to bring a hot coffee for your tea?
We will.
Yeah, that would be great.
That would be great, but don't worry, we'll find out the moment.
No, Emmanuel, actually, I need something harder than that.
We'll find out the moment.
I need
Thank you so much.
a JD. Double JD. Okay,
Oh,
wonderful.
thank you very much, Emmanuel, for watching us. We're glad you called in and we could answer your question. Thank you very much. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere, Emmanuel. Listen to the other thing and we'll be able to call you back after this program so that we can discuss more with you. But back to you, Doctor.
Mm.
Yeah. Doctor, how much can someone start with?
Okay, with cryptocurrency, you can start with as little as £1.
£1.
Yeah, you can
How?
start as little as £100,
£100.
500, 1,000. It depends on your own financial capability.
Okay.
I always say to people, start with any amount from £100 all the way to £1 million, as the case may be. So it is not a rocket science. It is not an industry whereby you have to, maintain your 9 to 5, but at the same time, you can become a cryptocurrency trader in the comfort of your own home. You will actually be doing the trading yourself.
Okay.
So you don't need, but my role is to actually provide you with training, with the information, so that you can explore more. Yeah, for as little as £100, you can put your cryptocurrency.
Is there a cap on it?
There is no cap.
Is there like a maximum or
There-
a minimum?
There's no maximum. You can put in as much as 1 million, 10 million, 1 billion, any amount of your choice at any point in time.
I know earlier you were saying you don't give the guarantee, but what if the person put, let's say someone put 50,000,
Mhm.
how will they retrieve the money or the return they're getting on it?
Okay.
The return on their investment.
Yeah.
How will they retrieve it?
Very, very simple. When you are a trader, it's like you're trading in shares or forex,
Yeah.
right? You open an account with the exchange.
Okay.
When you want to sell, you can say, okay, let me sell 20,000 worth of my shares,
Okay.
20,000 worth of my currency.
Yes, please.
Once you sell to the exchange, because on that exchange, there are equally buyers who are waiting to buy from you.
Okay.
So it's like a market. You go to a market,
You buy and sell.
you buy and sell. So those buyers, they buy from you, and when do they pay? They pay straight away,
Straight away.
So it
goes
banks-
straight into your account.
straight into your account
Oh, that's really good.
on the exchange. So it is not difficult to buy, and it is not difficult to sell. So you can buy and sell, provided the coin is already on the exchange. Just like if the share is already on the exchange, or the forex, the currency is already on the exchange, you can trade with it.
So demand and supply.
Demand and supply. It's exactly the same thing with cryptocurrency.
Oh, that's really great. We've been hearing about the ICO.
Yes.
What ICO and how does it work? Because
Okay.
it sounds like it's a good initial, but for me, I really want to know. I'm really interested in knowing about what ICO.
Okay. ICO simply means initial coin offering. Okay.
Okay.
What we mean by this is this. Let's say the coin is going to go onto the exchange where people can buy and sell it, right?
Yeah.
You go through the process of what is called pre-ICO, even before the ICO. So you go through 3 stages. You got pre-ICO,
Yeah. One.
which is stage 1. Then you go during ICO.
Yeah.
Then you go post-ICO. Okay. In the pre, let's just say, okay, I bought some coin, okay, just last month in September. Well, almost 2 months now. In the pre, it was going for 80p, okay, 80 pence per coin, right?
Yeah.
On the 30th of September 2017. On the 1st of October, it went into the exchange. Do you know how much the 80p is?
No.
On the 1st, those coins that I bought for 80p went to about £20 a coin.
Per coin.
Per coin. Look at the amount of profit I've made, right? If I do the calculation for you,
£19.20.
right, it's £19.20, right?
Yes, please.
Right. I'm sure the listeners are actually listening now. £19.20 is my profit,
Yes, please.
divided by 0.8, right, times 100. That gives me 2,400% return within a day or two. That is a phenomenal amount of money you can make on ICO. ICO simply means initial coin offering. So before it goes to the exchange, only a few people know about it. These people can buy before it goes to the exchange. Yes, there's an element of risk. I could have bought it for 80p, but it go to the exchange, it go for 10p.
Yeah.
Then when I lose money.
Okay.
But it is not very likely that it's going to do
Right.
that, because the moment that coin goes to the exchange, the price goes up
Okay.
almost immediately. I bought another one about 4 weeks ago, called Electronium. All right, on the pre-ICO. Each one cost me 0.006p, not even up to 1p. Today it's trading around about 1p.
Okay.
Right. Can you calculate also the percentage increase? So Bitcoin was 10p in 2009, pre-ICO.
Yeah.
Now Bitcoin is now on the exchange for $8,100.
Okay.
Can you see it? So anytime you are able to buy pre-ICO, then you stand the advantage of making a lot of money. What I do, I have a platform whereby I send people information. They can decide to buy themselves if they wish to do that. We only facilitate, remember, we don't get commission paid on any of this. But when they come to my exchange, when I do have my exchange, they can bring their currency and trade on my exchange. Then I get paid in the process, right? That's the only time we get paid. So ICO is one of the best platforms where you can start generating enormous amount of money. I have one which is just going to finish soon. Do you want to know the name?
What's the name?
The name is called Naked Dollar.
Wow. And
Right.
how will the naked dollar work?
Well,
Without the clothes.
it's very, very simple, but that's the name of the coin.
Yeah.
This one is already on ICO Alert, all right? www.icoalert.com, right? They can, or Naked Dollar Technology,
Okay.
right? They can Google it and all the rest of them. Some analysts are saying that this is the best of all the coins ever produced. Some even are predicting that it's going to perform better than Bitcoin. Can you imagine that? How? Well, it is the only coin that has been backed with the property, with real estate. What that means, the founder has 100 million naked dollar issued. He's saying that if those 100 million, you buy the naked dollar and it doesn't succeed in ICO, within 12 months or 2 years, they will pay your money back to you, guaranteed, from their real estate. They have assets that back it up in the process. That is going through the ICO at the moment. And that you can pick up, that one starts from about £500. £500 will give you 1,650 coin. Assuming it goes up by £1 on the 10th of January, you've already made £1,600 for investment of £500, right? If it goes up by £10, you will make 16,000.
How much is it?
If it goes up by £1,
Yeah.
you make 1,650
Yeah.
for an investment of £500.
£500.
If it goes up by £10, that's 16,000.
Yeah.
If it goes up by £100, that's 165,000 for an investment of £500. Well, it is a no-brainer, because Bitcoin, if you had invested in Bitcoin 6-7 years ago, guess what? You'll be £8.1 million better off. So now you have another opportunity with naked dollar coin that you can actually buy anytime, any moment from now. You want to place the order? Yes, we can help you to place the order from the company directly So you'll be dealing with a company that deals with the naked dollar. So again, my contact number is +44 788 66 25549. That is +44 788 66 25549. In case you have any contribution or any questions how to acquire any of all of this and information in terms of how to do it, where to go, when to do it, stay tuned. We are available to help you, to provide the right information so that you can press the right button and empower yourself economically. Remember, that's the name of the program, Economic Empowerment.
We're going on a short break right now. And we'll be back with you very shortly.
Good. So I hope those of them who are actually back home, they're enjoying, they are absorbing this information.
níbẹ̀ ó máa ti yege àṣírí ò lẹ́nu níbẹ̀ ó sì máa jẹun lọ bàbá ti ṣe ẹ́ lẹ́ni ayé mọ̀.
Bàbá ṣe mí lẹ́ni ayé fẹ́.
Bàbá ló ṣe ẹ́ lẹ́ni ayé mọ̀.
Bàbá ṣe mí lẹ́ni ayé fẹ́.
torí látọjọ́ tí a ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ a ò máa rí irú ọlọ́run ire.
Látọjọ́ tí a ti bẹ̀rẹ̀. A ò rí ẹkún àtúnṣe.
Adé Àga Global People's Magazine látọjọ́ tí a ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́. A ò máa rí irú ọlọ́run ire.
Látọjọ́ tí a ti bẹ̀rẹ̀. A ò rí ẹkún àtúnṣe.
torí bàbá ti gbé ẹlẹ́kẹ̀ ọ̀tá ilé. Ó ti gbé ẹlẹ́kẹ̀ ọ̀tá òde.
Látọjọ́ tí a ti bẹ̀rẹ̀. A ò rí ẹkún àtúnṣe.
Ṣebí ó fi àwọn ẹni bí ẹni gbé ọ sókè. Báyọ̀ Adé Àga bàbá kíkì nánà kí.
Our studio, you're watching us live from Noble People TV, and this is Economic Empowerment with me, Banana Tabu, and you've got I'm your presenter for today, and we've got Dr. Sonny, who is actually running the program. So sit back, relax, ask questions, call in if you want to know anything about cryptocurrency, anything you want to know about Bitcoin or the ICO, call in and find out more. And sit back, relax, and watch us. Enjoy this program. We'll be happy to hear from you. And now I'm going to welcome Dr. Sonny to this program. Welcome back again to this program from the short break. I hope you've got this information and you actually sinking it down. So now, Dr. Sonny, tell me more about this ICO.
Well,
Elaborate a little bit on this ICO so
Okay.
that people can get more of it.
yeah. Okay, let me use the illustration of the traditional when a company is going to become a public company.
Okay.
Let's say Bernadette and Sonny, yeah, B&S Limited.
Yeah.
If we are a private limited company,
Yes, right.
we cannot trade our shares on the public exchange.
Yeah.
We have to go through a process of
PLC.
PLC.
Yeah.
Once you're going through that PLC, you issue what is called an IPO, initial public offering. Some people take the shares of those companies, they buy it before it goes to the exchange, correct?
Yes.
Usually, if the shares are trading for, the founder or the promoter may give it to you for £1.50, or they can give it to you for £2. Then somebody will come along, an investor will come along and give the promoter lump sums of money. Let's say 100,000, they give them 80 million. 100 million, they give them 80 million. So which means those shares are trading at 80p before it goes to the exchange. When it goes to the public exchange, guess what happens? The demand for those shares may be so high because the company, a lot of people trusted it. So those who bought it at IPO, initial public offering, before it goes to the exchange, what have they undertaken? Some element of risks, right? Have they not?
Yeah.
Right. But when this company is really, really good, the share will be oversubscribed. And the demand for those shares can jump from £1.50 to £10 to £20, even to £100. Right? That's what happened in the traditional market in shares. With ICO, it works in the exact same way. But rather than being shared, that this one become currency.
Actually, that was my next question, because I wanted to ask you,
Yes.
is it like shares? Because when you're talking about pros and before all this kind of thing, after, so I was listening to you, and I was like, well, this is the same process as shares, because if you study shares, you will be able, if you study accounting or anything concerning finance,
Yes.
you will be able to know that this is the same process as a share.
Correct. Correct. So the ICO or pre-ICO are those who are actually buying those coins
Before it goes to
before
the
into the market. Because once it hit the market, it will hit it big. And once the demand is high, then it pushes the price of the coin upward. So that's where people are making some killings, a lot of money. I have a client who actually put 10,000 on that particular one I shared with you earlier, Rego coin,
Okay.
right? Rego, he put in 10,000. That 10,000 gave the guy, the man, 12,500 shares of coins. Just multiply that by £30. See how much that man has made in a month and a half, or less than 2 months. So this is what we're trying to demonstrate. If you do the calculation, you do the maths, how much is that? Right.
375,000.
You put £10,000 into a business, within 2 months, you made £375,000. It's a no-brainer. This is where people are generating phenomenal and significant amount of money. So that's what ICO is all about. So I always say to people, start from ICO. Yes, you can buy Bitcoin right now, but it may not grow in terms of extent as when you go into ICO. Bitcoin, yes, it's never too late to buy. Last month, you would have said, oh, it's too late to buy when it was 5,000. Now you say 8,000. You say, oh, it's too late to buy. Now, when it gets to 20,000, then what happens? When it gets to 100,000, then what happens? When it gets to $1 million per coin, then what happens? So, this is the time.
If you're still watching us, the number to call is +44 788 66 25549. So you can call in and ask any question, ask Dr. Sonny any question you want to know about cryptocurrency, ICO, Bitcoin, anything you want to ask about this, is the person to ask, and he will be able to answer your question. Thank you. And stay tuned. Don't go away. Keep watching us. We're not going on a break. We're here to give you the information you want to know about this. And you've got Dr. Sonny, who is here to answer our question, and he will be able to tell you. Dr. Sonny, do you run training and workshop, and how do you teach people how to invest? Because 1 hour is not like enough to give people all the information they need.
Yeah.
Do you run trainings?
Yes, we do training workshop, just like investment banking or trading forex, and you go for a training for a day, you pay £2,000-3,000 a day. But we run training workshop where people who really want to become investment trader in cryptocurrency can come for the workshop, whereby we can do a demonstration. They can open the account on the exchange and they start trading on cryptocurrency. I have one coming up which I mentioned very briefly earlier. This one is coming up on the 28th of November 2017.
That's in 3 days' time.
That's in a few days' time,
Yeah.
right?
Next week.
Next week, Tuesday next week. It starts at 8 a.m. and it finishes at 5 p.m. On the day, we'll be able to show you about the history and geography of cryptocurrency, including Bitcoin, right? You will learn about the economic environment, factor affecting cryptocurrency, and how you can trade in cryptocurrency. After that workshop, there's also going to be additional half a day whereby I'm bringing people in to come and actually trade so that they can put their £100, they can put their £20, they buy Bitcoin, they buy Ethereum, they buy Ripple, and they trade with it on the platform. You can see the movement of all the coin by the minute, by the second. So you can actually say, oh, Bitcoin has gone to 8,100. Should I buy? Say, yeah, buy. How much? £100.
So
What?
it's like real time.
Yeah, real time. Then a few minutes later, you can just jump up to 8,200. Do you decide to sell? You can sell almost immediately. Okay, depending whether the platform will allow you to buy and sell almost straight away. Some you have to delay for a few days, some 30 days, whatever. But it's a very, very fast-paced system. So when the price of your coin goes up, you can decide to sell or you hold on to it. You say, no, I'm not selling. The same way, you can decide to buy. You say, okay, if the price goes below 8,000, 7,500, buy. If you go above 8,500, sell. Can you see? So you have the flooring, you have the ceiling. So you can set your own target, however you want to trade. Or you can just trade on them every morning. That will become your 9 to 5 job, right? You can study the pattern. We show you how to read the pattern in terms of the movement of the cryptocurrency, how they move, when to buy, when not to buy. And you can measure all the dynamics and the pattern of what is actually happening so you can become a good trader.
Oh, that's good.
You may want to know how much is the price of this training program. We charge about £1,200 per person per day,
Okay.
right? £1,200 per person per day. But I'm running a special promotion at the moment. And any viewer or any listener who wishes to actually be a participant for this particular workshop, I'm doing it for a whopping £420 for the day per person for. In fact, they're going to get 1.5 days, not just for 1 day. Full day for what cryptocurrency is all about, how to trade with it. Then half day showing you exactly how to operate your own machine so that you can actually take that software with you, you take it home. In the comfort of your own bedroom, you can start trading on all the relevant currency. So you got it, buy one, get half free. Yeah, for £420. So rush, the time is now to start to learn, because the cryptocurrency will never go away. It has come to stay with us as part of our everyday life, just like Facebook, just like McDonald's, just like Amazon, just like Alibaba, just as any other company you can think of.
That's really, really good. And so how do they have to do to get into this training? Do they have to register online? Do they have to call you? Which method do they have to use?
Yeah,
to
they
get
can
in
call
contact?
me. Those who are interested can call me on the 4+4 4788 662 5549. That is +44 788 662 5549. We can send them the registration link in terms of how to register and how to go about the training on the day, the venue. The venue of this is actually going to take place in Doubletree Hilton in Holborn. That's Doubletree Hilton in Holborn. 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Tuesday the 28th of November, for those of you who are interested.
Well, thank you, Donette, for watching us. Thank you, Sam Curry, everyone that have been watching us, thank you very much for watching us. Stay tuned and we're going to. So doctor, when you want to do, you just call, they just need to call you and then you arrange a training for them.
Correct. Other things also which your viewer might be interested as well is, you see, I do so many multiple things.
Okay.
Research have shown that entrepreneur, whether it is Donald Trump, whether it is Warren Buffett, whether it is Dangote, whether it is Innocent in Nigeria, whether it's Nana in Ghana, whether it's Alibaba in China, whether it is Warren Buffett or Robert Kiyosaki, all these entrepreneurs, even Alan Sugar and even Richard Branson, you notice they never run one business. Why do you think that is? There's a fundamental reason. Because as Mark Zuckerberg, the owner of Facebook, says that the only thing that happens in life is change. In the industry, there could be a structural change. Industry or product or service that was giving you cash cow before could be actually be discontinued by movement of technologies and so forth. So for me, I have, and I teach people how to earn multiple streams of income, right?
Yeah.
Multiple streams of income. With me, yes, I'm a professional accountant. I do people's books and their tax returns and so forth. I also help people to raise loan from their house. They can release equity to borrow money from different agencies from the bank. We also help people to actually carry out, to even apply for fresh loans and mortgages. I also work with different solicitors and immigration consultants, whereby even people with some immigration issue, we can sort them out for them, at the barest minimum of the cost, which would cost them. So I run multiple businesses under my belt, and I'm willing and able to share. Hence, I'm a business coach and a mentor that can actually show you, because I've been through that path, then I can actually show you whereby with your 9 to 5, you can comfortably, not only trading in cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, the rest, you can also become a referring agent for mortgages, for loans, and also the other one I do is I place people into employment, through my employment agency. As a nurse, as a doctor, as project manager, working in building site, working in different offices. So you can see only 2 things I know how to do. Do you know what they are? Help you save money, and the second one, help you make money. Those are the things I do.
That's very, very good, Richie. That's why I like presenting your program, because we've got things in common. So I like presenting your program because when we're talking, we speak the same language. So, and with the training you're going to run, if someone is interested to attend, do they have to have let's say they've paid £400, is it for training?
£420.
£420. Do they have to have extra money for their investment? Should they have begun already or started already before coming?
Okay.
Or
Very
what
good.
experience do they need to have
Very
to run
good.
this program?
Okay. This training program, you do not need any experience at all. Okay. You can be a cleaner, you can be a carpenter, you can be a road worker, you can be a pilot, you can be a medical doctor. Anyone qualifies to come, right? There are no prerequisite at all. The £420 is simply a promotional price that we're running at the moment, £1,200 normally.
Okay.
When they pay, that 420 will cover them for the training, what I will show them. But if they want to start trading with Bitcoin or Ethereum or any of the trading platform, yes, they will need to put in their money into the trading platform. Then they can start trading in the comfort of their own home. So yes, it is an additional amount that they need to put for trading, separate from the cost of the training.
Tell us a bit about the benefit they're going to get if they come to the training.
Well, very good. The benefits are enormous. If there's anything like that in the English dictionary, but it has to be in
I'm not
there
sure,
now.
but maybe it's going to be there. And we have bold words in the English dictionary these days.
So what we're saying here, the benefit is that number one, they're going to be aware of what is actually happening within the economic environment globally. They can see the advent of cryptocurrency and the future of it. And number three, they can actually start empowering themselves economically, financially, by trading in all the different cryptocurrencies. They also understand what are the different currencies. They also understand the ICO, which I mentioned earlier, initial coin offering. They can take advantage and leverage on the knowledge and skill that they have. People always say, oh, you're lucky. I said, no, there's nothing like luck. L-U-C-K. Luck is simply defined as labor under correct knowledge, right? Labor under correct knowledge. So opportunity measured with your ability for you to make a decision quickly and swiftly so that you can empower yourself. Yeah, there's nothing like luck. If you do not be part of it, you're not going to gain part of it. Yes, enormous amount of advantages, all the more so, overall, it gives you personal development in terms of what is actually happening around you. You know one thing? I was speaking on another program. He said people shy away when you tell them about Bitcoin or about cryptocurrency. Some people don't even want to know at all. I said, well, I can liken this to a story which I've heard some time ago. A man was traveling in an aircraft from Manila to New York. When they were on board, guess what happened? They were offering this young man food and drink. He declined all of them. Just before they landed in New York, after 15, 16 hours of flight, the neighbor asked him, his fellow passenger said to him, why, for all this time, you're not hungry? He said, I am thirsty, I am starving, but I have no money to buy the food or the drink. The fellow passenger said, oh my word, it is part of your ticket. What's the moral of the story?
You always need to ask questions.
Very good. He could have even just joke about it, say, by the way, ma'am or sir, how much is a glass of wine? He could have been told that it was free. You know what? Many of us do not ask questions. Either we're too proud or just out of ignorance. For me, I was ignorant with cryptocurrency up to about almost a year ago until I started making inquiry. Somebody opened my eye, presented it, even I as an accountant, because when it was presented to me back in 2009, 2010, FCA, Financial Conduct Authority, were putting a statement against cryptocurrency, even up to in recent times. But don't be fooled. Don't let no one deceive you. Cryptocurrency will come, has come, will stay, has stayed, will grow, has grown, and will continue to grow into the distant future.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sonny. Do you have any last word to say to our viewers? What do you want to tell them about the program, about your training, or about this cryptocurrency?
Well, my phone number is available and it flashes on the screen all the time, +44 788 66 That is +44 788 66 You can call me on anything. I don't give advice, like I mentioned before. I give information. That information will become an enabler. It will enable you to make further searches for you to make an informed decision. So my recommendation for you, ask questions. Don't be like that young man or woman who were traveling from Manila to New New York for 15, 16 hours without asking questions, and he lost out on all the entertainment and enjoyment on the flight. So the flight for cryptocurrency is about to take off. If you don't come on board now with £20 to buy your ticket, you will come when the ticket turns to be £2,000 per ticket, when it turns to 20,000, when it turns to 200,000, even 2 million. Make hay while the sun shines.
Okay, thank you very much, Xavier. You're watching us live from Noble Television. We've come to the end of our program. If you want to call in, you can call in. You can call Dr. Sonny after the program on his phone number, send him a message. Anything you want to ask, you can call in and find out about Bitcoin. Thank you very much. We hope you've enjoyed this program and you've got enough information or sufficient information for you to act effectively. Thank you, and we hope to get you back next week, the same time on our television, Noble Television. So thank you and welcome back.